Hey everyone, it's Graham Stephan here, and I'm excited to be working with Dr. Kris today to help you master your money with this video on common budgeting mistakes. We know that managing your finances can sometimes feel overwhelming, but with the right guidance it can become a manageable and even enjoyable task. Let's be real, budgeting isn't the most glamorous topic, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with. It's easy to feel bogged down by numbers and spreadsheets, and the stress of financial uncertainty can take a toll on your mental health. I mean, who hasn't felt that pang of guilt after a little bit of impulsive spending? We've all been there. Whether it's a spontaneous shopping spree or an unplanned dinner out, those little expenses can add up quickly and leave you feeling regretful. But here's the thing, budgeting isn't about restricting yourself, it's about empowering yourself. It's about making informed choices that align with your financial goals and values. When you have a clear budget, you can spend money on the things that truly matter to you without guilt. It's about taking control of your finances so you can achieve your goals, whether that's buying your dream house, traveling the world, or just having peace of mind knowing you're financially secure. Imagine the freedom of knowing exactly where your money is going and having a plan for every dollar. In this video, we're diving deep into the most common budgeting pitfalls that can sabotage your financial success. These are mistakes that many people make without even realizing it, and they can have a significant impact on your financial health. We'll break down why these mistakes happen and, more importantly, give you actionable strategies to avoid them. From setting unrealistic goals to neglecting to track your spending, we'll cover it all. You'll learn how to create a budget that is realistic, flexible, and tailored to your unique needs. Think of this as your ultimate guide to budgeting like a pro. We'll provide you with tips and tricks that have been proven to work, and we'll share real-life examples to illustrate key points. Whether you're a budgeting novice or a seasoned pro, there's something here for everyone. By the end of this video, you'll not only be able to identify those sneaky budgeting traps, but also have the tools and knowledge to create a budget that actually works for you. You'll feel more confident in your financial decisions and more in control of your financial future. So, let's get started. Grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive into the world of budgeting mastery together. We're here to support you every step of the way. Before we jump into the common mistakes, let's take a moment to really understand why budgeting is so crucial. Budgeting isn't just about restricting your spending. It's about giving you the freedom to spend wisely. When you have a clear budget, you can make informed decisions that align with your financial goals. Think of your budget as your financial roadmap. Just like a map guides you to your destination, a budget guides you to your financial goals. Without it, you might find yourself lost and unsure of where your money is going. It helps you track where your money is going so you're not just blindly swiping your credit card and hoping for the best. By keeping an eye on your spending, you can avoid those end-of-month surprises when you check your bank statement. A well-crafted budget allows you to allocate your hard-earned money towards your goals. Whether it's saving for a vacation, paying off debt, or investing in your future, a budget helps you prioritize your spending. Want to buy a rental property? A budget can show you how much you need to save and where you can cut back to make that dream a reality. A budget helps you see how much you can realistically save each month. Dreaming of early retirement? By tracking your expenses and savings, you can create a plan to achieve financial independence and retire early. Your budget becomes your guide to make those FIRE goals a reality. Financial independence, retire early. It's not just a dream, but a tangible goal you can work towards with a solid budget. But here's the flip side. Poor budgeting, or no budgeting at all, can lead to some serious consequences. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend and find yourself in financial trouble. We're talking about overdraft fees, mounting credit card debt, and the stress that comes with financial uncertainty. These issues can snowball, making it even harder to get back on track. And that constant feeling of financial stress. This stress can affect your mental and physical health, leading to sleepless nights and anxiety. It can even put a strain on your relationships and overall well-being. Financial problems are one of the leading causes of relationship issues, and the stress can take a toll on your health. The good news is that anyone can become a budgeting master. With the right mindset and tools, you can take control of your finances and achieve your goals. It's all about building the right habits and using the right tools, like budgeting apps and financial planners, to stay on track, which is exactly what we're going to cover today. We'll explore the best practices for budgeting, the tools you can use, and how to stay motivated on your financial journey. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, I already know budgeting is important, but I've tried it before and it just hasn't worked for me. And hey, I get it. Traditional budgeting can feel restrictive and time-consuming, but here's the key. Budgeting shouldn't feel like a punishment. It's about finding a system that works for you and your lifestyle. There are tons of budgeting methods out there, from the 50/30/20 rule to zero-based budgeting, and we'll explore those in a bit. The most important thing is to find a method that allows you to track your income and expenses, set realistic financial goals, and make informed decisions about your money. It's about having a clear understanding of where your money is going so you can make adjustments and achieve your financial dreams. So, whether you're starting from scratch or looking to revamp your current budget, remember that it's never too late to take control of your finances and build a solid foundation for a brighter financial future. Alright, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of those common budgeting mistakes that might be holding you back. Budgeting can be a powerful tool to help you achieve your financial goals, but only if done correctly. Many people start with good intentions but fall into traps that derail their progress. First up, we have the silent budget killer, not tracking your expenses. This is one of the most common mistakes people make. Without a clear picture of where your money is going, it's impossible to make informed decisions about your spending. It's easy to underestimate how those small, seemingly insignificant purchases can add up over time. A coffee here, a snack there, and before you know it, you've spent a significant amount of money on things you didn't plan for. Think about it. That daily $5 latte might not seem like a big deal, but over a month, that's $150 literally going down the drain. Over a year, that's $1,800. Imagine what you could do with that money instead. Or how about those impulse buys at the checkout line? Those little items that catch your eye as you're about to pay can quickly add up. A candy bar here, a magazine there, and suddenly your budget is out of whack. Those little expenses can quickly snowball into a mountain of debt if you're not careful. It's not just about the money spent, but also the interest that can accumulate on unpaid balances, making it even harder to get back on track. The good news is that tracking your expenses is easier than ever with all the amazing tools available today. Technology has made it simple to keep an eye on your spending and stay within your budget. From budgeting apps like Mint and YNAB to simple spreadsheets or even a good old-fashioned notebook, there's a method out there for everyone. The key is to find a system that works for you and stick with it. The key is to find a system that you'll actually use consistently. Consistency is crucial because it helps you build a habit, and habits are what lead to long-term success. Whether you prefer to track your spending daily, weekly, or monthly, make it a habit to stay on top of your expenses. Regularly reviewing your budget helps you catch any discrepancies early and adjust your spending as needed. Trust me, your future self will thank you. By taking control of your finances now, you're setting yourself up for a more secure and stress-free future. So, start tracking those expenses today and watch how it transforms your financial life. Now let's talk about another common mistake: setting unrealistic budgets. We've all been there, setting overly ambitious savings goals or drastically cutting back on spending, only to fall off the wagon a few weeks later. The problem with unrealistic budgets is that they set you up for failure. When you create a budget that's too restrictive, it's easy to feel deprived and discouraged, leading to those dreaded budget blowouts. The key to creating a sustainable budget is to be realistic about your income and expenses. Don't try to completely overhaul your lifestyle overnight. Instead, start by identifying areas where you can cut back without feeling deprived. Remember, your budget should work for you, not against you. It's about finding a balance between enjoying your life today and planning for a secure financial future. So, be honest with yourself about your spending habits and create a budget that you can actually stick to. So, you're ready to tackle your budget, but the thought of it feels overwhelming? Trust me, I get it. It's like thinking about organizing your entire house. You don't have to do it all at once. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire financial life overnight, start small. Pick one area that needs the most attention. Maybe it's tracking your spending for a month and focus on that. Once you've mastered one area, move on to the next. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are tons of resources available to help you, like budgeting apps that do the heavy lifting for you. Think of it like having a personal finance assistant right in your pocket, and if you're really struggling, don't hesitate to reach out to a financial advisor. They can provide personalized guidance and help you create a budget that aligns with your specific goals. Think of it as an investment in your financial future. One of the best things you can do to stay on track with your budget is to automate as much as possible. Set up automatic bill payments so you never miss a due date and avoid those pesky late fees. And here's a pro tip: automate your savings too. Set up a system where a portion of your paycheck goes directly into your savings account each month. You won't even miss the money, and your future self will thank you. Now let's talk about celebrating your progress. Hitting a savings goal or finally paying off a credit card deserves to be acknowledged. Treat yourself to something nice, but keep it within your budget, of course. Remember, budgeting isn't about depriving yourself. It's about having a plan for your money so you can achieve your financial goals. And trust me, the feeling of financial freedom is worth every bit of effort. Let's talk about Jane. She loves her daily latte, a $5 indulgence she thought was harmless. But when she actually looked at her spending, she realized that her latte habit was costing her $150 a month. That's $1,800 a year, enough for a pretty nice vacation. Jane decided to invest in a milk frother and started making her lattes at home for a fraction of the cost. She still enjoys her daily coffee, but now she's saving over $1,400 a year. That's the power of recognizing and adjusting even small expenses, and it's not just about cutting back. Let's say you're aiming to save for a down payment on a house, a huge financial goal, right? By breaking it down into smaller monthly savings goals, it becomes much more manageable. Remember, every dollar you save or redirect towards your goals is a step in the right direction. It all adds up. Let's look at another common scenario: dining out. It's easy to get caught up in the convenience and fun of eating out, but it can wreak havoc on your budget. Let's say you spend an average of $25 per person, twice a week, on dining out. That's $200 a month. Now imagine cutting back to just once a week. You'd save $100 a month or $1,200 a year, and the best part is, you don't have to give up dining out entirely. It's about finding a balance that works for your budget. Maybe you try cooking at home more often, or you explore more affordable restaurants. The point is, even small changes to your spending habits can have a huge impact on your overall financial health. And remember, it's not about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. Alright guys, we've covered a lot of ground today. From tracking those sneaky expenses to planning for those unexpected curveballs life throws our way. Remember, budgeting isn't about restricting yourself. It's about being in control and making your money work for you, not the other way around. The first step to financial freedom is awareness. Take a hard look at your spending habits. Are you guilty of any of the mistakes we talked about? Don't beat yourself up about it. We've all been there. The important thing is to identify areas for improvement and start making changes, one step at a time. Remember that even small changes can make a huge difference over time. It's like compound interest, but for your financial habits. Now I want to hear from you. What are your biggest budgeting challenges? Share your experiences, tips, and questions in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can all learn from each other and achieve our financial goals together. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more personal finance tips and tricks. Sharing is caring, so spread the financial knowledge by passing this video along to your friends and family. Remember, mastering your finances is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. And just like any skill, budgeting gets easier with practice. Don't get discouraged if you stumble along the way. The key is to keep learning, keep adjusting, and keep moving forward. Every step you take towards financial literacy brings you closer to a brighter future. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos packed with even more financial insights and strategies. Until next time, stay financially savvy.